Hi, this is a requested video. The request is from the Pet Ratty Channel Zoo, and it's to do how to introduce rats into a cage for the first time. I know she's going to get some rats very soon. She wants to know how to introduce them. So it's probably a fairly quick video, to be honest, because it's pretty basic and simple, the steps are. So firstly, whenever you bring any baby rat home, whether it's baby or any new rat, you always want to make sure you want to keep the box, put the box in the cage for a few days or so it just has its own scent. It still has its sort of home feel to it if you have the box in the cage with them, and also leave them a few days for them to settle in the cage and get used to the environment in total. It's also a good idea to, if you can get any of their toys they've had in their previous cage or pet shop you've had them in, if they have any toys perhaps you could bring home and put in with the cage so they feel that they've got some of their own scent in the cage as well. And also some bedding as well. Whenever you bring the rats in the box from the accommodation they were in before, you want to make sure you have some bedding in there, and then you can, that way they'll have lots of their own scent in the cage, and they will get used to it much better and much quicker if they have their own scent, because they'll feel it's their sort of scent, it's their sort of scent from their home, and they'll feel a bit safer. Also make sure that they're basically the basics of introducing rats into the cage. Obviously after a while, after a few days, you can then gradually start to bring them out, and then you can start handling them. My rats are very hard to handle at the moment, they're very vast. And then also you can then add lots of toys in the cage and just keep them really happy and stimulated in their own big environment, and make sure they feel comfortable with coming up to you. It's also a good idea whenever you're trying to tame any pet really, or rat, to put your hand in the cage and let them sniff your hand. The best way is to wash your hands so you have no scent on you and they won't feel your food or nibble you. They won't attempt to do that because they'll know that you're not food and that you have no scent in your hand. And eventually, if you do this a few times by putting your hand in the cage, just so they get used to your sort of natural scent, they'll feel a bit more comfortable and safe around you as well. And they'll also get used to your scent too as well. Also have lots of little cosy areas where they can go, because they will feel a bit threatened and feel a bit worried and unsafe. So by having lots of little cosy areas in the cage too, it also makes them feel a bit more safer, and they have a lot more as well. A lot more safety within the cage. I think that's mostly things you need to think of when ever introducing rats into a cage. Obviously make sure you don't put your hand straight up to them, you put your hand in there gradually. After a few days, after they've settled in their cage and you can see they're happy to just come out, wander around and play around in their cage, then that's the time you can start putting your hand in the cage and then gradually let them come up to you. And then obviously after that, when they're used to you and they're used to their cage, obviously add loads more toys in and just keep them nice and happy and lots of things to do. So I hope I've helped. Yeah, that's most of the things I've done with my rats. That's what I did when I brought them, well, when I got them on Christmas Day. I made sure I left the box in there for a few days. They had their box in there for quite a while, to be honest. And then I basically did all the steps that I've just told you just now. So I hope I've helped. Thank you for requesting this video. If you need any more advice, just let me know down below. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. Please comment down below, subscribe and request any more videos. And thank you for watching. Bye!